What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Anfernee, and in this video I want to go over six profitable side hustles that you can start in 2022 to start making money today. And the reason why I love making videos about this exact same topic is that it is exactly how I got started on my entrepreneurship journey, by watching YouTube videos and getting inspiration from those videos about how I can start making money from different side hustles and different side businesses. So in this video I hope to inspire at least one person to start their own business using one of these side hustles. If you think you're going to find any kind of value in this video, then hit that like button for your boy. And also, as a little bit of treat for clicking onto this video, if you go down into the description, you will see a link where you can sign up to the public app. And if you sign up to that app, they'll give you a free stock just for signing up. You don't have to deposit any money, just go claim that free money. And the very first side hustle that I want to talk about in this video is going to be delivering food with DoorDash. And I've mentioned DoorDash in some of my other videos, but here recently I have seen DoorDash to be a much more appealing option as a side hustle to start in 2022, even with the rising gas prices, because it seems like every delivery driver with DoorDash has about the same idea at the moment. I can't afford the DoorDash, so I'm not going to do deliveries, so therefore I'm just going to find other ways to make money. However, DoorDash sees this and they need to continue making money, so what they have done is begin to offer some really high incentives for people to continue doing DoorDash. When I used to do DoorDash in the past, you could typically get a peak pay of about $1.50, $2 every other day, and that will be added to the delivery fee and tip that you get at the end of each order. So typically a good order with the peak pay tip could be about $8 with the $2 added onto it, which would give you an average of around $10 per delivery. However, recently, because many people haven't been doing DoorDash has been offering a $6.50 peak pay, a $7.50 peak pay, which goes on top of your earnings already, giving you an average delivery payout of about $14 to $15, which is 30 to 35% more than what it was. But you still may say $15 a delivery, I still may not make any money. However, DoorDash has also been dishing out challenges where if you do 25 deliveries with the peak pay bonus already, they would then give you a $200 bonus to then continue DoorDashing. I believe that DoorDash is trying to find any way to motivate their drivers to stay on the road so that they continue operating and continue staying in business throughout this whole gas price increase. So if you haven't tried DoorDash already, now may be the most profitable time to give it a try. And the next side hustle that I want to talk about that you can start in 2022 is going to be e-commerce and e-commerce stores. Now, e-commerce in itself is a broad genre of side hustles, and I was debating whether or not to break it down into its own subcategories, but I thought it would be safe to do an overview of what e-commerce is. And if you have any inspiration by watching this video, you can then dive more into the depths of what e-commerce actually has to offer. And with e-commerce, what it is basically digital stores that you can start from your phone or from your laptop and start to generate some major sales. Anytime you see an influencer with their own shop store in their bio, they are part of the e-commerce community. If you're scrolling on Instagram and you see an ad for a store, they are part of the e-commerce community. eBay, Etsy, Amazon, any of these categories would allow you to enter into the e-commerce community and start making money from wherever you are at. And that's what I love the most about e-commerce, is that you don't have to be tied to an office. You don't have to be tied to a specific location in order to make money. Simply by setting up a website and getting people to your store by paying for ads or paying for some type of marketing, you can start a full-blown profitable business. And if you play your cards right, you can manage that business completely passively, completely hands-off, and just let the revenue flow. E-commerce has been extremely popular here on YouTube lately, especially during the pandemic, because everyone was trying to make money from home. And I believe that if you have an entrepreneurship spirit and you want to invest the time to really research how all the ins and outs of it work, e-commerce may be the most profitable side hustle with the most upside on this entire list. And the next side hustle that you can start in 2022 that could possibly make more profit than an e-commerce store would be becoming an influencer. Now, becoming an influencer does have a little bit of a stigma to it because it doesn't really have the same connotation of what it really means, and that meaning is growing an audience or growing a following that you can then recommend products or services to. And with the craze of TikTok and YouTube and Instagram Reels and everything like that, it has not been an easier time in history to grow a following and to grow a large enough audience in order to start your own business with. And what's great about becoming an influencer is that you're not limited to any specific store or any specific business model. When you build your very own audience and your audience is loyal to the content that you create, you can typically sell your passions to them, and as your passions change, if your audience follows you, they will follow you to the new businesses that you pursue as well. And these passions could be online courses, they could be selling books, they could just be starting channels on other platforms to monetize revenue in all forms possible. And the route to becoming an influencer all starts with content. If you make the content in the area that you're passionate about, and if you keep at it, the audience will come. But I do want to talk about the downsides of being an influencer, and some of those downsides are that it does take a long time to grow an audience that is loyal or grow any sort of audience in the first place. Some people who are attempting to be influencers for years never really grow that following that you're looking for. So this is definitely not a business model or a side hustle for someone who's not willing to put in a lot of work, a lot of hours doing something for free before the payoff comes out in the end. But I know that not everyone wants to be an influencer. Not everyone wants to be in the public eye, posting pictures all the time and trying to get likes. And for the introverted person that's watching this video that has great ideas that they want to share, but they don't necessarily want to put their face out there for the world to see, then the next side hustle that you can start in 2022 would be a blogging website. And I have been a fan of blogging for a very long time, and many people may think it is outdated. However, if you just take a scroll on Facebook, Twitter, or even Instagram in most cases, you will see a ton of different screenshots from blogs and articles who are making money by typing their thoughts and putting ads on their pages. Now, the way blogging works, and if you want to start a blogging website from scratch, a very simple way to do this would be to sign up to WordPress and start trying out your hand at blogging for completely free. Now, you don't have to pay for WordPress in the very beginning, but you also won't be able to monetize your blog in the very beginning as well. But as you get more comfortable writing blog posts and being on a consistent schedule, they do offer plans where you can pay an annual fee in order for them to place ads on your site. And by people either viewing those ads or clicking on those ads, you will get paid a commission for everyone that views your website. And I think that this is a great side hustle because you can pretty much work on a blog at any time of the day. If it's 3 a.m. and you can't sleep, but you have some interesting thoughts, you can simply type up a quick blog post on your phone. You don't have to get out of bed and take pictures and make sure that your lighting's right. You can just simply click and post. But there is a downside to blogging, and I must inform you of that. And the downside of that is that you're going to be building your platform from complete scratch if you start your own website. That means that you will have absolutely zero initial traffic, and the only algorithm that's going to be trying to push your content will be Google. And we all know how many websites are already on Google, so it is going to be a very competitive atmosphere. Although if you do want to start blogging on a website that already has its own platform, then I would suggest blogging on medium.com, where you can get paid to post your blog posts on there. And that is sort of a YouTube style blog website that allows you to monetize your posts on a view basis similar to YouTube. And this next side hustle I mentioned very briefly when I talked about becoming an influencer, but this next side hustle that you can start in 2022 would be starting an online course and selling that on websites like Teachable. In the whole process of starting an online course, start simply by taking an area that you're passionate about, or taking an area of your life where you have a lot of expertise in that you think other people would like to know more about. This could be things like how to dribble a basketball, how to do woodworking, how to set up lights on the camera. Anything that you think may not be common sense or that you have some specialized knowledge in, you could package up into an online course for someone who is interested in that course to buy at one price. And the reason why I love online courses so much is that you get so much more valuable information in them than you would ever get in a college degree. Now, I have made videos in the past bashing a college degree, and my stance on them is that they are still overpriced and they still are 99% useless. But my stand on online courses is completely different, because with online courses, most people don't believe that they are useful. So if you're someone who's trying to sell an online course, you really have to go the extra mile in order to provide a benefit to that person so that they can provide a testimony of how useful it is. However, with college, because everyone thinks you need to go to college, most colleges don't provide any real world value to you or your life or your job or anything, but they take 20 times more money than you from an online course, and you get less than 1% of the value. So starting an online course may be a profitable business model, and who knows, you may even see one here on this channel one day. And one of the last side hustles that I want to talk about in this video that you can start in 2022 is going to be walking dogs on the WAG app. Now, this is the first time I've mentioned this side hustle here on the channel, and I've just been made aware of it in the last couple of weeks. But if you live in a densely populated area with a lot of apartment buildings, or in an area that has a lot of sun, then signing up to the WAG app may be your best bet, because you can get paid up to $20, $40, even $60 sometimes for a 30-minute to an hour walk. Now, we all know how emotional pet owners can be, and there seems to be no limit on what they will spend on their pet. So from what I've seen, tips on the WAG app far exceed tips from DOORDAsh and other food delivery services, because people seem to have a more emotional feel when you're actually taking care of their pets and doing a good job at that. So if you feel like you need a companion and you don't want to drive around the city delivering food, then walking dogs on the WAG app could deliver you $15 to $20, upwards of $40 to $60 an hour, which could definitely give you the capital necessary to prepare yourself into some of the other side businesses. And also, you can create your own business model out of this as well by simply advertising your very own dog walking service in your neighborhood and not having to go through any other platform. But with all that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you found any kind of value in this video on how to start a side hustle or how to make some more money in 2022, then drop a like on the video for your boy, as it really does help the channel out. Also, don't forget to go down to the description and claim your free stock from the public app, because they are basically just giving away free money at this point for people who sign up to the app. I really hope you did find something useful in this video, and I will see you in the next one, guys.